Okay, like we've seen situations like Korean and Maven. Man, I feel like everybody just needs to be careful and like read what you're signing. I feel like it's artists that don't really have anything. They haven't really done much for themselves that really like fall victim of just signing anything because they're super excited, like, oh my God, somebody's bringing a deal, you know, they don't know what it takes. They haven't like done that hard work themselves and like kind of research who you're signing with in the first place, kind of see like their track records of how they are with other artists. If they have issues with other artists, try to get testimonials before you just sign anywhere. So, but for somebody who has really done the hard work, you know how the game works. So nobody can just tell you, try to bobo you or whine you with one kind of contract. So right now, I feel like being independent works out for me because I have full control. But hey, you never know. If God wants to change my story and bring better investment and help us, I'm active. What's going on, everybody? My name is Papi Ojo, P-A-P-I-O-J-O. I'm an Afrobeat artist, Afro sexy, Afro pop. You guys might know me from when I was predominantly a dancer. I've choreographed for people like Beyonce, Janet Jackson, Rihanna, Davido, Chris Brown. Yeah, the list goes on and so the list just goes on, sha. But yeah, man, I'm a awesome guy. I think I feel like I'm a 360 entertainer because I dance, act, model, sing. You know, anything that's to do with the industry, I'm very, very well like involved, and that's where like my heart is. And yeah, man, I'm just a regular guy doing the Lord's work, achieving, excelling. But yeah. It wasn't like I decided to become one. I've always like done music in the background, but you know, like whenever something pops first, so my dancing popped like went crazy first when I did the Grammys in 2018 with Rihanna. So like that kind of like put us in a different in a different ballpark with like dancing. So I had to really focus on dancing because it just made sense, you know. And people in New York knew me for dancing from when I used to like do things with DJ Tunes, like backup dancing for him when I was doing backup dancing for like Banky W and stuff around that time. So, you know, like the community already kind of knew us as a dancer, and I wasn't putting out music, you know, but like I lost my older brother in 2016, so that kind of like put a lot of things in perspective for me in regards to like how I want to live my life. And I've always loved doing music, but I was very, very shy about it. So when I lost my older brother, I was like, damn, like you could really just lose your life like this and you don't really get to do what you love. So that kind of put the battery in my back to pursue being an artist and just like investing my talents into myself. Yeah. Am I under a record label or signed? No, or independent? Nah, I'm independent, man. I'm an independent artist, solo. Been doing this myself for a while now, you know, but we welcome all deals, feel me? Bring them, come in, we welcome them, but I'm independent. Okay, like we've seen situations like Korean and Maven. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've seen those kind of situations. Honestly, I can't really say much because I feel like everything is case by case, you know, like I don't really know what their contract entails, so I can't really speak too much on that. But man, I feel like everybody just needs to be careful and like read what you're signing and just stay careful and just really be diligent and be attentive to what you're doing, what you're signing, and like kind of research who you're signing with in the first place, kind of see like their track records of how they are with other artists. If they have issues with other artists, try to get testimonials before you just sign anywhere. So you know, like I say, it's case by case. Now, is it better to stay independent or is it to be signed? You know, it depends on how your own head can carry it to. You know, some people head cannot carry being independent. You know, I feel like for me right now, being independent works out for me because I have creative control with everything I get to do. You know, there's nobody telling me drop this, don't drop this, do this, don't do that. So I have creative control, and that gives me some type of leverage to build myself up as an artist by myself. So if anybody wants to come and sign me, they'll know that this guy has a way of doing things. There's a way of like, you know, he has like a track record of how he does things. So we don't want to change too much, you know. I feel like it's artists that don't really have anything. They haven't really done much for themselves that really like fall victim of just signing anything because they're super excited, like, oh my God, somebody's bringing a deal, you know, they don't know what it takes. They haven't like done that hard work themselves. But for somebody who has really done the hard work, you know how the game works, so nobody can just tell you, try to bobo you or whine you with one kind of contract. So right now, I feel like being independent works out for me because I have full control, but hey, you never know. If God wants to change my story and bring better investment and helpers. I'm active. Do I believe in gatekeepers in the industry? There are definitely gatekeepers, but I feel like for me, the only person that's going to gatekeep my own blessing is God. You know, if it's not for me, then God won't put me there. So with gatekeepers, they are there to do what they do, but they're only human being, and no human being can really stop your shine. Like what God is, I said, is for you is always gonna be for you. So yeah, gatekeepers there, but they not pass God. Is the music a passion or a small-time business move? Nah, it's not a small-time business move. It's a lifestyle. It's my life. You know, like the amount of blood, sweat, money invested. If it was a small-time business, something, I'd have just taken my losses and bounced. But no, this is my life. This is what I want to do. This is what fuels me to wake up every morning. So yeah, this is my dream. It's a lifestyle. Which pays better today, dancing for stars or being the star? I say being the star definitely pays more. I've been in the receiving end of being a backup dancer. You understand? Like the pay fluctuates. I mean, with music, you're not really getting paid till you, like, you know, you've done your hard work and you've done all these things, you know, and then you start getting paid. But I feel like with dancing, if you're a backup dancer, they're always lowballing you, man. I feel like the industry don't even respect dancers enough, which is one of the reasons why, although I love dancing and I love to shake body and do this best behind all these artists and stuff like that, you know, is all that I did was give me like social media presence, and most times social media presence does not equate to that bread, you understand? And a lot of dancers don't really have money unless you're like a certified like choreographer where you are getting this and this and that. Even when I did Beyonce and other things too, like people expect me to be a millionaire and things like that, but nah, man, I got paid as a backup dancer, so all you get is the publicity and the pressure of being, you know, social media known. You know, when people know you on social media now, they think you have all this kind of money, so now you have to flex like, you know, nah, but being the star is better, man. Be your own star, be your own person, be your own everything. So yeah, being the star is better. What can I do as a musician that I couldn't do as a dancer? One thing I know that I have full control of how I want my music to go. Obviously, with dancing, you have full control of the choreography you want to put out, right? But with music, there's so much more. You know, like you have to worry about it's just so many more elements about music that I enjoy, like the production part, like linking up with my producer sound dealer and creating the beats from scratch. You know, with music now is whatever you hear you like, you dance to. But now, like, I'm getting to create like the music from scratch, from the beats to the hi-hats to the piano melodies to the violins to whatever we're adding. I'm part of that whole process creating it. So like it just feels good knowing that like I'm learning other parts of music that I didn't know before. Am I entering music to compete with the same artists I dance for? Hell yeah, 110% million times yes. You know, because if you get to see the lifestyle these people are living, like obviously you're not doing it for the lifestyle, right? But I've been in rooms where I've just been in too many rooms where like I don't want to say they're living the dream I dream of, but whenever I close my eyes and I go to sleep and what I envision for myself, how I want my lifestyle to be, what I want to be able to accomplish and things like that, when you see people living it, you know, when you see people like presently living it in the things that you really want to do, that kind of gives you like this vim, the encouragement to dive in and compete. I mean, I'm a competitor, so like I'm here to really take this spot for real. Yes. If you're a backup dancer, you're probably gonna be a backup dancer the rest of your life. You know, unless grace touch you, or you start doing your own thing, you start becoming your own choreographer, you want to have your own school and this and that, but that kind of money you're not going to make being a backup dancer. You have to take the risk of like, you know what, I want to go be broke, or I want to just stand on my own and try to start something, and then hopefully people will start booking me as a dance company where I could charge them dance company money. You feel me? But if you're a backup dancer, the most you're gonna make is backup dancer money, and your ceiling is done there. You know, like, and that's if you're even getting picked or you getting auditions. So, you know, it's fun to be a dancer though. Shit, you know, you dance, everybody knows you. You're shaking your legs online and stuff. People know you. People love you. You're giving them joy. You understand? But it don't equate to money. So, to all my dancers out there, I love y'all. I'm still a dancer. I don't want no dancers to think like dancers does not make money. They make money, but you have to be very, very smart about it. But there's definitely a ceiling, so let's not cap about that. Should people take me more seriously as a musician and dancer? I feel people should take me more seriously in both, respectfully. You understand? Because I put a lot of energy into both. Although I haven't been dancing as much as I really want to, because I'm putting a lot of focus on my music, that does not negate the efforts I've put into dancing and like the amount of work we've done for the culture of Afrobeats to grow in regards to the Afrobeat dance and the Afro dance world. You understand? Like, I've done my homework, I've put in my grind, so the respect, nobody should lose that respect in regards to like what I've done, but in regards to the music, I still feel like I'm a freshman in this music world, so respect is earned and not given, so I'm still like earning my respect from people, so I understand the game, so it's not something I'm rushing myself to, but we're getting there. I've gone viral multiple times. There's no, and what is the secret? There's no really secret to being viral. I feel like you just have to be yourself at all times. Don't try to mimic anybody. Even if you're gonna mimic anybody's idea, make it your own. The point is just be yourself at all times. Be yourself and just be authentic. People gravitate towards authenticity anyways versus like fake movements. So people can see through fake. People can see through fake. So if you are doing it for fake and things, people will know. So just be yourself and be authentic and you're gonna be viral. What role have I played in pushing African dance to the world? I feel like I've played a very vital role. Shout out to everybody that's been doing it for a while, but in regards to my role, we've done things with Beyonce, Black is King, which kind of like put the leg work on a different platform. Obviously, people know about leg work. In order for Beyonce to want to do leg work, she must know about it and seen it and must have liked it, but for it to be on a platform and to be to be publicized like that, it put it in a different ballpark. And like, even when we did the Gra Gra with Rihanna the first time at the Grammys in 2018, that was the first time any celebrity has done I would have called that an Afrobeat move, but it's Africa, so we're all together, right? That's the first time seeing A-list artists like that do Afrobeat move or Afro moves at the Grammys, So things like that really push the culture forward, because I feel like those type of movements is one of the reasons why we even have the Americans and them even wanted to mess with Afrobeats more, because they love the Afro dances. They love the way we dance. They want to infuse our dance style in their music, which then translates to them wanting to make our music now. So yeah, man, we've done a lot of work with pushing Afro dance forward, and we're seeing the fruits now. Who are my top three? No nervousness, no anything. Wizkid, Burna, and Kiss Daniel. I won't say I'm not the biggest fan of rap. I listen to rap, but sometimes I don't connect with rap the way I connect with just pure melodies and things like that. So I used to listen to Olamide growing up a lot, when I was growing up a lot. But yeah, I still kind of liked Wizkid, listening to Wizkid. I like listening to Kiss Daniel. I like listening to Burna. They feel me. Olamide is good too though. The dog, Odogu, our boss. Who am I looking forward to collaborating with? I'm looking forward to collaborating with Burna Boy, to be honest. That man, he's amazing. I really love his music. I love the way he does things, how he keeps everything on check. I would really love to collaborate with Wizkid. I would really love to collaborate with Kiss Daniel as well, my top three. Is there any artist I want to ignore? No. Every artist adds value, so we don't ignore over here. The struggle people don't see behind the success is the ability for people to even see the success. I don't know if you guys, if that makes sense, right? People don't understand that for the work that you've put in to even be seen and to be considered successful, all right, like, can you even be there all the way to the end? People don't understand that on this type of jobs and in this kind of like environment and network, they hire you like this and they fire you like this, right? The hardest thing about this kind of job is actually being on the job. It's not the dance, it's not the choreo, it's the ability to stay relevant enough to be part of like their roster. You know, like for example, now when we did Beyonce, we did it for a whole year. People were getting fired left and right. Like, you sneeze the wrong way, you're gone. You know, you look the wrong way, you dress the wrong way, you're gone. You bring your camera out this way, you're gone. So it's like being professional. That's the hardest part. Like, people don't appreciate the professionalism it takes to be on the job all the way to the end for you to even see it and appreciate it. So, yeah. What you should expect from Papi Ojo coming up, I have a single called Stamina coming up April 10th. I'm very, very, very excited for that song to drop. And then like my first EP since I've been here in Nigeria should be coming out in June as well. So expect my upcoming single and then my EP, Love to Lust. Do I believe as an artist you must smoke and drink? No. Everybody has their own vices to what gives them inspiration. I don't drink. You know, I don't smoke. Some people use those things to give themselves inspiration. You know, I tap from the currency of the Most High all the time. You know, so I want to give a big shout out to Next Mic Up that is powered by iBrandTV. You guys are doing excellent and keep it up. We're out here.
Girls in this world, but it's you that I like, ooh, that I like, ooh. I got many girls in this world, but it's you I want to wife, ooh, must to wife, ooh. And if there is anything I want, baby, can you give me all and more? And if I do my best, would it be enough? No go look me less, let me put you on. I be that nigga we go put in time. I be that nigga we go keep you in line. I know your ex didn't treat you right. You know go take it long before you go realize it. Not me, nobody else but me. Amy, nigga not me. Say not me, nobody else but me. Amy. She got me like tutu poyoyo, tutu poyoyo. She got me like tutu. She dey boss bololo, she cause tornado. Cause tornado.